Good morning. This hearing will come to order. Today we'll hear from 5 judicial nominees and 1 nominee to the Department of Justice. Judge Lucy Coe, nominated to the Ninth Circuit. Judge Jane Beckering, nominated to the Western District of Michigan. Judge Shalina Kumar, nominated to the Eastern District of Michigan. Armando Bonilla, nominated to the Court of Federal Claims. Carolyn Lerner, nominated to the Court of Federal Claims. And Jonathan Cantor, nominated to serve as Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Antitrust Division. I have the privilege of introducing Mr. Bonilla and Ms. Lerner, and we're also joined by a number of our colleagues who will introduce the other 4 nominees. Before I proceed to my introductions, I would like to make a few brief comments. First, the nominees before us are every one, exceptionally well qualified. They include a sitting federal district court judge with 14 years' experience on the bench, 2 state court judges with 3 decades of judicial experience between them, a former Senate-confirmed government watchdog who saved taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars by investigating, rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government, a nominee who has litigated more than 100 cases before the Court of Federal Claims, the court to which he's nominated, and one of the country's foremost experts on antitrust law. Second, these 5 judicial nominees will bring incredible professional and demographic diversity to justice, to the administration of justice. Judge Coe, for instance, would be the first Korean-American woman to sit on a federal appeals court. Judge Kumar, the first federal judge of South Asian descent to sit on a district court in Michigan. Mr. Bonilla, the first ever Latino judge on the Court of Federal Claims. Further, in addition to their judicial experience, the nominees before us have worked as plaintiffs' attorneys, civil litigators for the government, criminal prosecutors, and mediators. I want to commend the Biden administration and my colleagues for continuing this important effort to balance our courts with outstanding nominees who understand the role of a judge, whose credentials are second to none and are ready to hit the ground running. Now let me turn to my introductions. Armando Bonilla is currently the Vice President for Ethics and Investigations at Capital One Financial Corporation. He's worked there since 2018. Before that, Mr. Bonilla served at the Justice Department for 24 years, 1994 to 2018. From 2017 to 2018, he served as Associate General Counsel of the United States Marshal Service, giving advice on legal, ethical, contractual, legislative, and policy issues. From 2010 to 2017, he served in the Office of Deputy Attorney General. As an Associate Deputy Attorney General, he advised the office on a wide variety of issues. He also previously served as a trial attorney, both in the criminal and civil division of the Justice Department. While in the civil division, Mr. Bonilla litigated over 100 cases before the Court of Federal Claims. He handled over 50 appeals. I will also note that Mr. Bonilla has been before this committee previously. Nominated by President Obama to be a judge on the Court of Federal Claims in 2014, this committee twice advanced his nomination by voice votes. That bipartisan support for Mr. Bonilla was well-deserved, considering his multiple decades of public service. Also before the committee today is Carolyn Lerner, likewise nominated to serve on the Court of Federal Claims. She graduated from the University of Michigan, I'm sure good news to the 2 colleagues who've joined us at the table, and New York University School of Law. Ms. Lerner spent almost 2 decades in private practice representing employees in employment discrimination and civil rights cases. While in private practice, she was appointed by a D.C. District Court judge to serve as special inspector for sexual harassment and retaliation at the D.C. Department of Corrections. In 2011, President Obama nominated her to head the Office of Special Counsel, a position to which she was confirmed by voice vote here in the Senate. In this position, Ms. Lerner investigated allegations of waste, fraud, and abuse in the federal government and protected whistleblowers from reprisal. When Ms. Lerner was nominated to serve a second term as special counsel, she had the strong support of Ranking Member Grassley, who wrote that she had, quote, built trust and confidence on both sides of the aisle in her ability to objectively and diligently pursue the office's mission. Since 2017, she has served as a chief circuit mediator on the D.C. Circuit, personally mediating approximately 10 cases each year. I'm going to ask that 2 statements be placed in the record at this point. One is from Senator Warren relating to the nomination of Mr. Cantor, who will be introduced formally later. And the other is by Senator Cardin on behalf of one of his constituents, Carolyn Lerner. Without objection, they will be entered. And let me now turn to my Republican colleague,